Earl, are you going to help me put a beehive together? Hi, this is Charlie and Earl from Path of the Bee. Today we're going to show you how to put a beehive together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we'll start out, and whether we use a hive stand or a bottom board directly on the ground, we need to make certain that it's level. The reason for this is that we will probably be installing a package or a swarm of bees, and they're going to be drawing out comb. If our hive is slightly tilted, they're going to draw comb plumb to the earth, and we'll end up with wonky comb if we don't have our bottom board level. So I'll check this and make sure that it's level this direction, and then I generally like to have mine tipped slightly forward in order for the rain that ends up on the front to have a tendency to go out of the hive. If you're interested in how to put a bottom board together, I also have videos on how to do that in my do-it-yourself woodenware playlist. The next thing that I'll do is go ahead and install my foundation in my frame. I have a video on how to do this, but I'll show you again here. There we go. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is go ahead and put our frames in our box. We'll set our box on our hive stand, our bottom board, and we'll just make sure that it's completely flushed up on the back side and the front side. This 3/4 of an inch opening in the front is the bee's entrance. I want to center my frames up in the box, leaving equal space on the outside edges, and tie all of the frames tight in the center. Okay, then the next thing that we'll do is go ahead and install our inner cover. The inner cover has a smooth side or a shallow side, and that's the summer side that you would want down for the summer. I make hives with a really deep winter groove. This would be the winter side, and I cut ventilation notches in them to match the notch that I put in my top cover. You can find more about this in my do-it-yourself woodworking playlist. So it's summer, we're going to put the summer side down. The telescoping cover goes on the top. Now, where I live, we can get some breezy wind that will blow this lid off. When I was a young boy, my father taught me to put heavy rocks or bricks on top to keep them from blowing off. Sometimes it's hard to find a heavy rock or a brick, and that's a big bunch of trouble. So, the modern day and age, I spend $3 on a ratchet strap and strap my lid down. The next thing I'd like to talk about are entrance reducers. Sometimes when you buy a kit, it'll come with entrance reducers of all different shapes and sizes, big holes, little holes cut. I make my own for the entrance reducer. You just slide it in here when you need to reduce your entrance. I always leave the bee space down. When I install a Boardman feeder, which is what my preferred style of feeder, it slides right in here on the side. I make short ones. This will prevent robbing when I'm using a Boardman feeder. Boardman feeders use a quart jar or a 5-pound honey jar with a standard mason lid. If you buy a Boardman feeder, it generally comes with a punched lid, and they just set in there with your feed, and you can monitor the level of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.